want to wrap this up. You're hitting on a very, very important thing. And what you're talking about
Yeah.
is leadership, mentorship of young people, of young men. Okay. It's what Jordan Peterson does. It's what I do.
Yeah.
It's what Lamb does. It's what you do. And that's the missing link right now is leadership. Going to tell you a very, very quick anecdote that applies to this. I actually took when I went to school a million years ago back in Quebec. I took police technology and learned a lot of just about the police world, the law enforcement world and stuff. And the big issue was at the time was recidivism.
Sure.
Which is to do the crime again.
Mm.
Just tragic numbers that if you've been incarcerated, it's like 80% recidivism that you go back.
Yeah.
And there was a statistic that honestly, James, it stayed with me since I'm talking a long time ago, 1977, 78. Yeah. The statistic is that when kids, and especially young men, because they become the criminals, young men are the criminals.
Sure.
If they are confronted their very first time, and this is called, it's what Sheriff Lamb calls at-risk youth. They're 10 to 15.
Sure.
But if they're confronted the very first time and basically given what you're sharing, it's kind of a wrist slap legally, not getting into the legal world yet, because that puts them into the legal world funnel and databases. But it's basically teaching them a lesson that it was astonishing statistics that most people, if just after doing their first crime, if just taught a good lesson at that point and then cut loose, no questions asked, they don't do it again. It's stunning, James. It's why you didn't offend or I didn't offend because of our parents when we were young.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the key is, how do you accomplish that? How do you do that in terms of a program? And the answer is, I've already written within a book review, is Sheriff Mark Lamb's Youth Redirection Program. And I'll leave it at that. Val's read that, and to me, it was like an answer. And it's very much like you transformed, quote, court-ordered community service into 24 hours of pure leadership and mentorship.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's no value into just going out picking up trash on the side of the road.
Exactly.
Other than making people feel good,
Yeah, it's published, so I'll leave it. But what the sheriff does, he does it's whatever 2-month program for kids 10 to 15 at risk before they're official offenders. And he puts them through, again, guidance courses, counseling, horse therapy, and blah, blah. And these kids, it turns out, there's 97, 98% success rate.
Yeah.
They don't reoffend. And what happens, and these kids develop relationships with these mentors. I'm going to be going in as a speaker. He's invited me to go in as a speaker, as a mentor to these kids. But they don't reoffend, James, and then they become what you're talking about, productive young men. They go to the military or they get a good job and they pay their bills and blah, blah, because you dealt with them right the first time.